Michelle from Services by Michelle, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to try the method that they're using to make your own silicone mold. Sorry for that noise. My kitten, she up here running around, and because I'm not making soap right now, I don't mind. So what we got is our Dawn soap that they said you're going to need, and they said you're going to need a lot of it. So we got a lot of soap in there. You're also going to need your silicone. And the silicone that I'm using is this here. The 100% silicone multi-purpose formula. I already got it open and in my caulking gun. So let's start to get it pushed in. And you just squeezing it directly into it. And now it's starting to smell like vinegar. So I guess that's the chemical reaction to the Dawn soap and the silicone itself. I also have my gloves on. That way I don't get this stuff all on my hands. I heard you don't want it on your hands because it's hard to come off. So that should be about how much I'm going to need. Because what I'm going to be making an impression of is this blue cup. See the pretty design that it has all the way around. So, and I think that would be a nice size bar of soap. Or, depending on how we do it, it might end up turning out to be a mold for a candle. And as you can see here that my water has lightened up tremendously, and this is starting to turn white itself. So I'm just adding a little bit more soap to make sure it has its full chemical reaction. And just pushing it around. I don't know if there's a temperature thing that you might want to have considered in. I did use hot water, but not too hot that it'll melt my little plastic bowl here. But yeah, it's starting to turn white, and they say you want to push it together and start kneading it so it can have this little chemical reaction. And then before you put the silicone directly onto your object, you want to dunk it in the soapy water. And as you can see, it's starting to come together, stick to itself. And that's my gloves. And that's what we're doing. And silicone will stick to itself, so if you do need to squirt some more in here to try and get a better seal around what you're trying to use because you didn't put enough in here, it'll be fine because it will layer on top of itself and stick together. And the other person you hear in the background is my daughter trying to keep our kitten okay. Okay. Let's see. We're going to put it into a ball. We're going to dunk this in the water. Get it all nice and there. And I'm going to try to let me put that back together as a whole. Because we want to try and get a nice good seal. around it. So let's try that again. You don't want to pull it up too far because you want it to have a thick enough edge and barrier. That way you can reuse it a couple of times. And then just dunk your hands in it, play with it some more. Alright, I'll bring it back down once I get it uniformed around because I need it around that design.
So let's check out the soap area.
And then get this up in here. And then if it does stick to your glass table, just use your soap cutter, the flat one, flat edge one, and that works just fine trying to get it up. I will answer whoever's calling me later. Okay. Whew, about to drop it. It feels pretty uniform. That way I can get a nice design off of it.
Dang.
And then, because this method that we're using is supposed to dry and be usable within about an hour, hour and a half. Just trying to make sure I get an even rim so I don't have to do too much cutting at the end. Let's see here. I'm going to squirt a little bit more on here to make sure this section here is evenly covered.
Go back to the bottom.
So that should be about enough to do that with. Getting paper stuck all with me. Okay. And then, as you can see, the water changes color too from the chemical reaction. And that's still clear. But in this case, I want it to be a little clear. That way I know it still has a sticking agent. So. Come on. And it flopped back in the water. Yes, I'm a silly mom. Okay.
Wait, go up. There.
Come on. Hold it in place. That way it adheres to itself. You smell that vinegar?
Yes.
Okay, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm so used to that smell.
But for those who are not, as you hear, my daughter says it's a very strong vinegar smell.
A little like white vinegar.
Yeah, it does smell like white vinegar. Okay. Okay. Stick, 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 stick.
See for it.
All right, and I will take a picture and a video of me undoing the mold. But we're going to let this sit, and I'll be back with you guys. Can you hit the stop button for me, please?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's been a couple of hours now since we encased this cup in silicone. So what I'm going to do is take my little handy dandy letter opener and slide it across the top edge to give me a breakaway seal. You don't have to sit here and saw it either. So we should be all the way around. And lightly push on it. You see it's starting to give to let go. And then you see when you get all the way around, it's already white. You just give it a little more give. There it goes to the bottom. See how that bottom turned white? And it's coming out. Let's give them out my cup. Okay. Get that little breakaway there. If you see that you still have some that's attaching, just slide your finger across and that should let it loose. And out came that. Oh, I'm so happy. So before you can use it, and let's get an inside look. Whew, that smells straight like vinegar. Oh. Whew. So it has the lines all down at the bottom. Has a nice little shell design. And you see it sits up as a little bowl for you to pour your stuff in. But if you want to secure it when you pour, just sit it on top of here. Or what I might do is take one of my glasses. Don't mind this one. This one's been worked in earlier. And just sit it right inside like that so it can sit. Fill it up with soap, candle, wax, or whatever. And get your design on. I'm going to be using this mold in the next couple of days. So I will take a video of me using it so you can see what it looks like and how big the soap is going to be. Oh, here's the cup. So you can see that you can re-imprint with it again. Just go rinse it off. And because we dunked it, the silicone just peels right on off. So you get to reuse it again and make more if you like it. Thanks for being with me. I'm going to go rinse this, set it up so the inside can finish drying, and I have my new mold. Everybody, what I did was I poured my melt and pour base soap in here, and we're going to take a look. Hopefully it's cooled enough for it to be pulled out, but I'm going to show you how the design worked. So I'm going to pull against the sides like we originally did in the original video to get it off the cup. It's going to also show us how big this actually really is. Oh, and this melting pot is still warm. But it did make a beautiful design. I'm happy. And since it's melt pour, that means I can just melt it down and pour it again. But I know when I make my next soaps, they're going to come out just fine. I'm going to rinse this base out. And I'm going to weigh this. But, ooh, it's going to be a big soap. So, I might be selling that one as a candle. Talk with y'all later.